The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office says a group of motorcyclists forced a deputy to draw his gun, point it out the window of a patrol car while it was moving, and aim it at a motorcyclist. The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office says a group of motorcyclists forced a deputy to draw his gun and aim it at a motorcyclist.
Back in October, a video surfaced of two Bernalillo County deputies in a cruiser pulling alongside a motorcyclist who's mid-wheelie. The deputy in the passenger seat extends his arm and aims a gun directly at the biker, who drops the front wheel and pisses off, as you would. Clearly, this man had no choice. He'd obviously exhausted every idea in his arsenal. There was nothing left to be done. They had to aim a gun at this maniac on a motorcycle who was a direct threat to the lives of everyone around him. When questioned, the deputies, who haven't been named, stated that what's not shown in the video is bikers flashing gang signs and surrounding the deputies as they attempted to pull them over. Aside the fact that they were most likely flipping the bird, if anything else, it sounds like he had every right to be scared. I can't tell you how many times I've accidentally shot someone in the crotch after firing a bullet out of the end of one of my index fingers while trying to contort my hand into the letter W. Look how surrounded he is. Holy shit, they're practically breathing down his neck. If you got scared previously because they surrounded you off camera, which, let's be honest, they didn't, then why drive straight into the middle of the group? Again. The Sheriff's Office claims that the deputy who pulled the gun was, and I quote, in fear of an immediate and impending battery. The legal definition of battery is the infliction of unlawful personal violence on another person, even where the contact does no physical harm. Now, I'm not exactly sure how the biker would have been able to achieve this, considering he was originally travelling at speed away from the deputies, and when approached from behind, then noticing the gun, he rides away even faster. I'll be honest, that looks more like a retreat than an intent to commit battery to me. What would I know? I'm not exactly a legal professional, but how exactly you could consider that behaviour threatening is a mystery. Sounds like the deputy in question is scared of things unnecessarily. I mean, does he fire his gun every time his toast pops out of the toaster?
The sheriff described the gun pointing as a standard show of force here today in this news conference.
Was this a safe thing for a deputy to do?
Again, it's under investigation.
And just what the fuck has that got to do with the question you were just asked?
We'd like everybody to know that driving a motorcycle on one tire is a traffic violation.
Well, shit, I don't think anybody knew that. Now, I'm not going to argue that the guy shouldn't have been doing a wheelie, it's pretty obvious, but does this mean that a deputy would be justified in popping a goddamn rocket-propelled grenade across the bonnet of Grandma's car for changing lanes without indicating? I mean, come on.
And deputies are allowed to use a show of force according to our standard operating policies.
The policy in question states that a deputy may draw a firearm for a restraining device with no intent to use it to end a high-risk situation or take a felon into custody. Show of force? Holding a gun in plain view is a show of force. Whipping your dick out is a show of force. But actually aiming a gun at somebody with your arm extended isn't a show of force. That's a threat of violence. It's pretty fucking clear.
The sheriff says his deputy pointed the gun because motorcyclists are accused of surrounding the deputy's patrol car and that the deputy feared for his safety. Now, the sheriff says the deputy who pointed the gun remains on duty tonight, as well as the fact that he will stay on duty through this administrative investigation.
Remaining on active duty is all well and good. I mean, because, you know, a guy with the potential to escalate a traffic infraction to lethal violence is definitely a valuable member of the team.